Hi, I'm Yah Li. I'm from Singapore, and it's about putting people together. I managed to meet up with lots and lots of contacts here.
Yes.
They usually cannot find me in Singapore, but they found me in Dubai. And now I also know Monarca International.
Yes, and you are very
So I presented a very unconventional workplace, which is actually the Reserve Singapore. It's one of the largest, highest capacity private vaults in the world.
Now I feel so special to be with the person who did it. It's the reserve is really special.
Wow.
Welcome to the Monarca Podcast, where we interview thought leaders, industry leaders, and design leaders from the creative industry. Today, I'm very honored to have Yah Li with us, who is coming all the way from Singapore. So, Yah Li, welcome to Dubai. Welcome to the Light and Intelligent Buildings Middle East. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Yah Li. I'm from Singapore. I'm the founder of a lighting practice based in Singapore called Light Collab. Yeah.
Nice.
So I have been invited to be on the jury for the Light Middle East Awards. And also I have the opportunity to share my project at the Think Light event. So that's really great. Yeah.
Very good. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for your contribution to the industry. So, Yah Li, can you tell us what caught your attention when you came to this event?
Wow, yeah, it is my first time here.
Okay.
So, I've been to other trade fairs, but I'm really lucky to be able to be here. I think what really caught my attention was that there were a lot of things happening, especially like the different conferences happening at the same time. And it's about putting people together. I managed to meet up with lots and lots of contacts here.
Yes.
They usually cannot find me in Singapore, but they found me in Dubai.
Very good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really great. Yeah, so I managed to catch up with contacts new and old, and that has been very interesting. And now I also know Monaco International.
Yes, and we are very grateful for you for being here. Can you tell us about the project that you presented in Think Light?
Oh yes, yes, I'm supposed to speak about the commercial workspace and education track.
Right.
So I presented a very unconventional workplace, which is actually the Reserve Singapore. It's one of the largest, highest capacity private vaults in the world. So it's an asset center. So they actually put you can store gold, silver. So we look forward to you storing things in there.
No,
Yeah.
seriously, the reserve. When I read about it a few years,
Oh my goodness,
a few
okay.
months ago,
Oh my gosh,
it was
really?
so. Yeah, now I
Wow.
feel so special to be with the person who did it. It's the reserve is really special.
Wow.
It is
Wow.
well done.
Yes.
It's a reserve. I mean, banks started being a reserve for people's gold, and then they would give money.
Yeah.
And the reserve is what recreated it in the modern age.
Wow. Yes, yes. Yeah, when we got this project, it was quite interesting. It's one of those projects that you didn't think that exists, and so it was really architecturally challenging as well. It used to be a warehouse, and the
Yes.
architect wanted to transform it and reuse the building shell, and then to clad it on with a new facade made out of onyx. Um, and it really presented us a lot of challenges because the onyx, although it's backlit, everybody knows how to do a good backlighting, but the problem is because they want to have the lux feeling, when they bring people into space. So the onyx is also exposed on the inside. So when people are sitting there, they can also look at the onyx. So while we wanted to create like an even illumination, stunning facade, we also need to control the lighting inside.
Yes.
And not to mention the silver vault, which is featured in a lot of like Bloomsburg and Wall Street Journal. It's pretty insane. It's like a 30 meters vault, and there's top security. We need to manage functional lighting
Yes.
versus lux, like great lighting.
Yeah. So how does a lighting designer work or act or feel when you get such a unique project? It's like
Wow.
How did you approach the project?
Wow. Okay. So the funny thing is that most of the time we didn't realize how complex the project can be at the time of bidding.
Okay.
We didn't know what we were stepping
Yes,
into
yes,
until details got revealed later on, and we were like very
Right.
surprised by
How
the
was like a
challenges.
secretive project?
It was pretty secretive, so they showed us a
Really?
few visuals, and
You didn't know what it will be used for.
we did know what it's gonna be used for, but we have to sign the NDA, and it
Wow.
was like, okay, I don't really know the full details. We thought like, oh, it should be pretty simple until the brief came alive, and I was
Yes.
like, oh wow.
That's not what we signed up for.
Yeah, that was usually we didn't know what we signed up for,
Yes.
so that is very interesting.
So, how did you adapt and react and change course when you finally discovered?
Yes, I think there were a lot of considerations like security,
Mm.
because the people dealing with security, they are, they don't care about aesthetics. They need to make sure like
Very strict.
it's strict,
No
you make sure you
flexibility.
see, and that is a live working vault. So they are moving things around. They are like putting the silver bars, on the
Yes.
racks. So we need to make sure like we don't blind them, although we are concerned about aesthetics. So just at the side of the vault, the 30 meters volume, there is a cantilevered space, like a
Yes.
lounge, that is made of glass, and you can overlook the sea of silver. It's impressive.
Honestly, I think we could talk for hours about the reserve and really well done.
Yeah.
But I want to touch on something else because
Mm.
I bet you have considered it while working on the project
Yes.
sustainability.
Oh my gosh.
Because the
yes.
material that was for the warehouse and how the reusability you did. Can you tell us about the sustainability and what factors you considered while working on this project?
Yes. I think when we were presented with the perspective of what the architect wanted to achieve, which is the facade lighting, it's very intense, it's very extensive, and we were actually quite worried as a lighting consultant. Like, wow, so we, while they have a vision, we understood that. We wanted to make sure that we manage the energy efficiently.
Yes.
So we needed to illuminate the facade cleanly. So very little energy is actually being used for the
Really?
facade. It's actually 10%. I mean, the owners to us, like now they are, they are taking care of what is the energy bills, and it's like they told us it's 10% of the vault.
Okay.
I was really shocked. So that's really good. And because it being high ceiling on this, we need to make sure like things can be maintained, and we have a certain level of longevity as well. So the client has been really supportive, with the cost of the fixtures, and they believe in us,
Very nice.
which makes a whole lot of difference in the process. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Yah Li. So I want to finish the conversation with talk. I want to know about your experience and what are the three things that you learned during this exhibition.
Wow. Yes, I think the interesting part, one of the most important thing is that you have to make connections everywhere.
Yes.
Make
yes,
friends,
Yes.
make lots of friends, and and to be really passionate about what you do. Yeah,
Nice.
and sharing is amazing. Yeah. So I feel very strongly this time, like connections, meeting people,
Right.
they are probably more important than the physical booths, but it's like what's happening between people that's really important.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, connection, passion, and sharing. This is what we learned from Yah Li on top of the amazing project that is the Reserve. Yah Li, thank you very much for being with us today
Thank
and
you.
looking forward to see more of your creation.
Yes, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.